What's up, everybody? Spydr-Bro here with another, not a review. It's gonna be a react. So I'm just testing this out. I don't know if I should do reacts on a separate like video or do them with the stream and then just cut it out or whatnot. So this is just something I'm testing while pretty much just adding content while I'm doing stuff in the meantime. So this is gonna be one of the things I do in between my streams and figurine reviews. So Mama Shoe just released another video about the whole Sydney Sweeney commercial, which of course is the usual suspects. My opinion, it is just a commercial about jeans. It's a double entendre, but of course, everything is racist now in this world. So enough talk. Let's get to Mama Shoe.
So, if you've been living under a rock, you probably haven't heard that Sydney Sweeney was in an American Eagle commercial.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has great genes.
Get it?
Yeah, jeans.
Jeans? Jeans? Because she's attractive? And she is. I can see why men like her. She has a really cute face and a nice body. But personally, my favorite thing about Sydney Sweeney is that she's a Nazi. Did they mean to include a bunch of Nazis?
What the fuck? How the way Shoe does it, it just that woman needs to go on tour. She is a comedian gold.
See dog whistles in this? How the f did she agree to this? Actual Nazi ad. The only way Sydney Sweeney would be okay with doing an ad like this is if she was a Nazi.
This is Nazi shit.
About the ad that is being racist.
Some of you guys might be too young to remember, but
In my opinion, Shoe looks better than Sydney Sweeney. I'm just saying. Face-wise, I think she looks better. Body-wise, of course, Sydney got it.
back in the day when an ugly girl was jealous of a pretty girl, she would simply call her a whore. But that's a good thing now, so we have to call her racist. I am going to be completely honest, I have no idea what movies Sydney Sweeney is in. All I know, she is a very popular celebrity, and I always see discourse on Twitter about her being mid.
Perfect example. Now, I think they just probably found the most ugliest picture of Sydney because there's some pictures that she, like in the commercial, she looks way better than that. But then again, that could be makeup. And Shoe is probably wearing makeup. But Shoe is one of those girls that doesn't really need makeup or need a lot of makeup. Whereas Sydney Sweeney...
What is wrong with you people? Who is not mid nowadays? I saw Anne Hathaway get called mid the other day. Anne Hathaway. If these women are mid, I'm like a sub-zero. I'm like a -2. I am like a horseshoe crab on the bottom of the ocean. Horseshoe crabs are pretty base though. 445 million years, no evolution. That's me. Millions of years on YouTube, no evolution. Sydney Sweeney has like a fun, bubbly personality. She seems like she enjoys being feminine, and
Okay, yeah, she looks way better right here, yeah.
it seems like she doesn't hate men, which is a big plus. She really plays into the like, I'm a hot blonde bombshell, I have big titties thing, which, are we back to liking titties as a society? Didn't Kim Kardashian
Titties has always been good. Titties at all sizes.
deflate her ass recently? That's how I knew the ass fad was over. The fall of Kim Kardashian's ass and the rise of Sydney Sweeney. Besides,
No, fake ass is trash. Natural big booty is always attractive no matter what. BBLs, trash. Natural big booties, awesome.
ass, titties, no, I don't objectify women. I respect women, okay? The only thing that matters to me is a woman's mind. And thighs. What is like the male body equivalent to this debate? Abs or arms? Personally, I love
It's abs, chest, arms, schlong for some of the females and men. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, nice jawline. What's that one meme of the Ultra Giga Chad? That's pretty much. But Most women, they don't like a ultra super swole dude. They like a dude that's more, like I say, the Spider-Man bod. It's like small but muscular, or the Henry Cavill.
Love a good forearm. I love a good, nice, thick, manly wrist. And you know what looks great on a wrist? A watch. Which brings us to today's sponsor, Holzkern. So let's quickly give them a shout out before we get into today's video, shall we? Holzkern is a young Austrian company that creates unique watches, jewelry, and accessories using all natural materials like wood and stone. Their high-quality timepieces come in various designs for both men and women, making them the perfect choice for any style or occasion. All of Holzkern's products are manufactured in small quantities to ensure responsible and ethical production, while making sure each item is built to last. I personally love the kaleidoscope watch with the little flower design on the pearl dial. I think it is so beautiful and so cute. I'm obsessed with it. The glass is made of sapphire crystal, making it scratch resistant, while the strap is crafted from koa wood.
Sapphire is actually a good one. I used to rock diesel watches all the time. I love my diesel watch, and it was made out of sapphire glass as well. And that thing was, you can put that thing through a lot. Like, I've accidentally bumped that watch against a lot of stuff. Still perfect. So I can vouch for sapphire glass.
And it's water resistant as well. There's also the Moonrise watch.
Oh, not sapphire glass, just sapphire.
Which is made from genuine white marble and stainless steel. It shows the weekday, date, and even the current moon phase, which is really cool. I think all their products make very beautiful gifts, and since they're all made from natural materials, they're all very unique. All their items come with a 2-year warranty, and ordering online is super easy with free worldwide shipping within 5 to 9 business days.
Oh, those prices though. God damn. Beautiful watch, but shit. I mean, I can't talk too much shit. My diesel was probably like, what, 350, 400? Yeah, let me shut up.
And if you're in the US, don't worry. Holzkern
when you can afford shit versus when you can't afford shit.
handles the custom feeds for you, so no unexpected drama there. Just click my link in the description below and use my special discount code SHOE to get 15% off your order. Plus, if you additionally sign up for their free premium club membership, you'll get access to exclusive products, special discounts, and early pre-sales. But if you only want to check things out for now, no pressure, you can just sign up, come back later, and you'll still get a special discount on your first purchase. So if you're looking for a unique gift or just want to treat yourself to a nice watch, I highly suggest checking out Holzkern. Big thank you to Holzkern for sponsoring this video. And now, let's get back to it. My jeans are brown. Sounds like I shit my pants.
The woke outrage over Sydney Sweeney's ad has gone from, well...
And she didn't do you didn't skip the ad, did you?
bad to worse?
Some people have taken issue with the phrase great genes being used over images of a blonde, blue-eyed woman.
If Sydney Sweeney is a registered Republican, I think her ad is fantastic. Okay, thank you very much, everybody.
TikTok and
If Sydney was a liberal, the ad would be trash. It would be an abomination. It would be a crime against America. But since she's a Republic, the commercial is awesome.
Twitter absolutely blew up with thousands and thousands of people calling this ad fascist propaganda. Yes, they literally took the jeans and jeans pun to be some kind of Nazi dog whistle because Sydney Sweeney is an attractive blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman, which apparently has been an extinct species for so long in advertisement that when people...
Yeah, I heard getting both blonde hair and blue eyes is super rare nowadays. Like to get both of them, like you got to get one or the other. But to get both, I heard that those two specific genes, and at the same time, it's super rare.
People saw this, they got scared and thought they saw the ghost of Hitler. Is Sydney Sweeney a Nazi?
Actually, let me see right quick. Oh, make another.
No. But do these people kind of have a point about this ad? Also no. They are unwell. But let's hear them out. Let's watch some of these TikToks. Let's listen to them. Listen to their points. We're not gonna be mean. We're not gonna own the libs, okay? We are going to hear them out.
You guys are complaining about that Sydney Sweeney jeans ad, so I went and saw it.
That's Nazi propaganda.
Oh! lives, okay? We are going to hear them out.
You guys are
The usual suspects. The septum ring always gives it away. And why do females like these always wear these weird glasses? Like, there's a video of this one woman at a Bucky's talking about how racist it is, and she's wearing those super weird, ugly ass glasses. And I can't really talk about her haircut because I need a good trim myself. But the jokes write themselves.
complaining about that Sydney Sweeney jeans ad, so I went and saw it.
That's Nazi propaganda.
Holy 2014 Tumblr. What the f? Out here looking like she walked straight out of a Stone Toss comic. Looking like you're going on the thumbnail of this video. Listen, if your bangs end in the middle of your forehead, you don't have to tell me your political opinions. I know them. I can tell. Okay, sorry. I got it out of my system. Let's continue.
I will be the friend that's...
Okay, so perfect timing. So, alright, perfect timing. The combination of blue eyes and blonde hair is considered relatively rare through its prevalence varies significantly by region. Globally, the probability of being born with this combination is estimated at 0.17%. So you got less than a 1% chance that you get blonde hair and blue eyes. Oh, blue eyes, blonde hair. This rarity is due to both traits being recessive, meaning that the individual must inherit 2 copies of the recessive genes from each parent to express them. The likelihood increases in the populations with higher frequencies of these traits, particularly in northern. Yeah, I'm definitely Southern Europe. So in countries like Iceland, where 70% of the population is blonde hair and estimated 90% have blue eyes, this combination is most common phenotype. Similarly, in Finland, where it's up to 80% of the population has blonde hair and 89% has blue eyes. So, okay, so I guess in America, because mainly everybody is, everybody's dating everybody, this trait is rare, and even globally, but in some areas where it's mostly people with those traits, it's a common thing. So that's interesting.
Because those Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ads are weird.
Again, the septic ring, and I mean, I'm not even gonna roast the flag because I can tell you, I know a lot of people who rock that flag that would love this. Commercial. So I think, and those people don't have the septic ring. So,
Like fascist weird. Like Nazi propaganda.
how is it? How? I want somebody to explain this to me in the comments. How's this shit fascist? Nazi, I can see them playing that angle because the funny mustache man and what he supported and loved. But fascism? No.
Weird.
So this commercial was apparently a reference to an old Brooke Shields commercial from the 80s.
The secret of life lies hidden in the genetic code. Genes are fundamental in determining the characteristics of an individual and passing on these characteristics.
God, look at the pixelation. Jesus fuck. What is this? 60?
To succeeding generations. This may result in the origin of an entirely new species, which brings us to Calvin's and the survival of the fittest.
Calvin Klein jeans.
Oh my god, she turns into a swastika. She was like 14 in that ad, by the way.
Wait.
Really creepy. So at least Sydney Sweeney is of legal age. 14 is actually pretty old for Brooke Shields if you know her history and her lore. If anything, that is the most f***ed up thing about this Sydney Sweeney ad, referencing an old ad of a child star who was abused by Hollywood. But yeah, it was a callback to an old commercial.
What child isn't abused by Hollywood?
And Sydney Sweeney is the current day hot celebrity, so they chose to do it with her. They unfortunately failed to consider the fact that in current year, white people are not allowed to say that they have good genes because that is Nazi propaganda.
A blonde?
If I hear a female talk like this, I immediately know. I don't even want to know her politics. I just know that she's super retarded.
Haired, blue-eyed white woman is talking about her good genes. Like, that is Nazi propaganda.
You don't get to drop lines about inherited traits, blue eyes, and great genes.
Ma'am. I mean, that jawline is kind of suspect, but what the hell?
While zooming
Why are you mad?
in on somebody that could have walked straight off of a Nazi propaganda poster.
A white, blonde, blue-eyed, Hitler's wet dream talking about how much she loves her genetics.
It's not just giving eugenics, it's giving male fantasy.
I like how eugenics and being attractive to men are like equally terrible things to these people.
Sydney Sweeney's jeans ad is giving ethnic state propaganda. It is giving dystopian. It is giving 19...
This is the first time I've seen a red-haired woman spout some stuff like this. I don't know if she dyed her hair red or if it's natural. That looks more natural to me. I could be wrong because I don't know shit. So that's weird seeing a redhead talk about this shit.
40s Germany.
Why do they all speak the same? Why do they all do the same shit? They all say the same shit. It's giving. It's giving.
Put a blonde hair.
Because it's a feeling. It's a feeling. It's a vibe.
Blue-eyed, fair-skinned woman in an ad and say she has good genes. I don't know if I can say this, but it's literally giving Nazi propaganda.
It's giving. Also, the flesh-colored microphone.
I think they're realizing they can actually be held accountable for their words now because people are getting sued left and right because people are getting tired of this shit. So that's why they trying to allure. That's why they keep saying it's giving. It's a feeling instead of just saying she's a Nazi.
Why? It's giving dick, okay? It's giving penis. It's giving cock.
I can't believe I actually have to explain this, but there is a reason that they picked a girl named Sydney Sweeney for this ad, and it's not just her blonde hair and her blue eyes. Sydney Sweeney is laying with her German Shepherd dog in this shoe. Her name is Sydney Sweeney, so her initials are SS. They intentionally included her German Shepherd dog in the photo shoot.
Oh my god.
It all makes sense.
Take your meds. Meds. Her name is Sydney Sweeney. Her initials are SS, like the Nazis. The dog is a German Shepherd. German, like the Nazis. Are they putting crack in birth control nowadays?
Yeah.
What is going on? She is a hot woman. She is a hot woman because of the way she looks. She looks the way she looks because of genetics.
Yeah.
She has great genes. That is how a normal person sees it. She's
Yes.
blonde and has blue eyes and her initials are SS and she has a German Shepherd is how a schizophrenic, politically brain-rotted person sees it.
Hi, thanks for calling American.
Yes.
Well, this is Jess. How can I help today?
Hi, I am a marketing student and was wondering if I could speak to someone who could maybe give me some insight as to...
Now, she said marketing student, meaning that she is still, I don't know why I'm looking right here like I'm looking at chat. She is a marketing student, meaning that she's still learning. People that's probably made this commercial has been in the industry for years, seeing as though the commercial blew up and the stock's increasing. So I think she's going to have a 5D chess move or whatnot to X this person. So let's see what it is.
What estimated return on investment there has to be willing to use white supremacy and eugenics as your marketing campaign.
On a marketing campaign?
Harassing some poor worker, doesn't even fucking speak English, has all to do with the commercial.
Yeah, you're calling customer service and they don't know shit about what. And then to ask such a leading, or not leading, a loaded question as in, oh yeah, what's the return on white supremacy? It's like, ma'am, I just clocked in.
These people are sick.
Yes, I recently saw American Eagle's eugenics marketing campaign where they used that white blonde girl and talked about how good her
Ma'am, ma'am, what do you mean that white girl, that white to blonde girl, ma'am? You're Caucasian too, or Caucasian. I said Caucasian. You're Caucasian too, ma'am. Relax. This whole self-hate bullshit is.
Jeans were in a time where racism is rampant in the U.S.
I see. Thank you for taking time to share your feedback.
Why are you bothering this random ass Filipino woman with your West Wing ass TED talk? Nobody gives a f.
Okay, so there's no way to, as a student, I can't learn about.
And you can tell she's mainly just doing it for the video. She really don't give a fuck because you can clearly tell the woman has no idea what she's talking about. So she is just mainly she's doing what that one dude does. I forgot who his name. I think before you sleep video. This one guy basically who his debate tactic is to drum up something that somebody don't know, argument that nobody doesn't know or doesn't have a way to debunk it, and then to make them look retarded to make them look like they're smart, or I guess it was the pseudo intellectual type of thing. That's what she's doing. This is all just this is just for the gram, for the TikTok. And mind you, do not bother these people, do not harass these people. Clearly they're off their meds, so please, if don't.
When eugenics makes sense in marketing, no one on the marketing team can talk to me about that.
I miss like 50 years ago when these people would just be serial killers instead of doing whatever the f this is. She's even got other celebrities.
Well, 50 years ago we have insane asylums too that we could just throw them in. So I say bring back asylums.
Seething.
No.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determined in.
This one and this shit right here. Okay, let me roast. Oh god. First and foremost, ma'am, your skin is light on purpose, and then you're using all this extra damn makeup, and then you're trying to talk shit while your hair is somewhat blonde or reddish color. Come on.
Traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Haha, she did a dumb redneck voice, get it? Cause all white people are dumb inbred hicks? Good one, Doja. Hey, by the way, why are you pandering to the same exact people who got your ass canceled for wearing a Sam Hyde shirt once? They all think you're racist too, girl, but nice try. Hope they see this.
Doja Cat is making fun of
gives off pick me energy.
Sydney Sweeney's ad only because she
not accept the ring, but hey, we're close.
Realize after all those years of her kissing up to white supremacists, they're never going to accept her because she's a half black woman. Wearing the Sam Hyde shirt, you dating all these white supremacists. So make fun of the ad all you want, but we'll never forget you rolling around in those chat rooms showing white supremacists your feet so they can make fun of your black ass.
Oh, they did see it, and they still hate you.
Weird adverts aside.
The left will eat themselves.
About how the best genes are characterized in a conventionally attractive white, blonde, blue-eyed woman. Not true. I mean, look at me. Within 5 years.
That's because you carry yourself up there, man. A simple face cleaning, grow you a mustache, a 5 o'clock shadow. You will kind of actually be not to sound gay or anything like that, but grow you some hair, get you a looking mustache, go to the gym. You'll be an attractive looking man.
Or as soon as she shows any sign of aging, that's it. The moment she becomes visibly over 25.
Enjoy the ride now, babe, before you get too old and ugly and hit the wall. But wokely. This is just something I've noticed in the decade of criticizing feminism on the internet. Male feminists are the most misogynistic, sexist freaks ever when they finally have an acceptable, approved target to go after. God forbid you are a woman with the incorrect opinion, because hell hath no fury like a male feminist replying to you.
A strawberry blonde, blue-eyed woman marketing.
Actually, let me go get my coffee like Shoe got her Red Bull. I'll be back. Ah. All right. She has her monster. I have my coffee.
Having great genes. This is just a whole fucking eugenics campaign, and I, for one,
It's not. It's just a commercial about jeans. Jeans. Not this whole. And then it's American Eagle. Why is everybody bringing up Nazi Germany? It's American Eagle. I said, I say evil. Resident Evil. American Evil.
would like to throw myself off a balcony.
Do it. Do a backflip. Live stream it. Also, these people just straight up don't know what the
I was just about to say that. I don't think I can get away with that though if I say it.
eugenics movement is. Talking about genetics is not eugenics. Sydney Sweeney did not say she had the best genes or superior genes or that other people had bad, inferior genes. Someone even made it like a fake ad, like Beyonce has better genes, and it's like, why'd you pick the picture where she has like a blonde wig on?
Yep, yeah, I didn't do it in her natural hair. You did it with the blonde hair. Like for me, I got great genes because outside of this big ass forehead, I used to be yeah, I need to go back to the gym. I used to be super attractive. I had the nice chiseled jaw. I'm 5 feet 11 inches, 11.5, and so I'm tall. I got a good look. Like I said, when I get a haircut. And my dad's genes pretty much carried on because if I was to go by my mom's hair, I would be losing my hair by now. My dad pretty much saved me. Like I said, I wish my edgeline was smaller. But that's all the commercial is. Modeling. When it came to modeling in Dallas in particular, I had a hard time, even though I had a lot of qualifying. Really. Even though I had a lot of qualifying stuff, I still lacked that. You know what I'm saying? Sydney Sweeney don't. You know, she got a great look. She's hot. She has blonde hair, blue eyes. She has everybody says it, okay? Everybody says it. She has them tickle bitties. And yeah, it is what it is. That's all it's saying. It's like she has great genes in these jeans.
This campaign is poking at women's greatest and most tender insecurity under the patriarchy, which is desirability in the beauty standard. It affects not only non-white women, even though this is clearly white supremacist, Aryan race propaganda, but it also adversely affects the majority of white women who do not naturally have blonde hair and blue eyes. Because yes, even the women who can achieve this look have to do it through artificial means in one way or another. The vast majority of white women are not naturally blonde. And of course, lots of white women are also insecure about having brown eyes. So that's a whole generation of young white women.
The only people that I've hear complaining about how they look are the women with the typical look. Usually, women don't complain about their. I've yet to see a woman complain about her eye color.
And who are being further propagandized to purchase blonde hair dye and contacts for the rest of all time.
Okay, what? Are attractive women just not allowed to model anymore because, like, God forbid it makes some other women insecure? And as someone with brown eyes, I've never once felt insecure about having brown eyes. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna get into Hyperborea, but I've seen myself photoshopped with blue eyes. Horrifying. So we've gone from Nazi propaganda to genocide to racism to now poor little girls are gonna feel insecure because they don't have blue eyes like Sydney Sweeney.
Another thing about the Sydney Sweeney,
they're just throwing everything, and they're just throwing all types of spaghetti at the wall, seeing what lands and what sticks, and nothing is landing nor sticking. And people are laughing at these people. Like, again, they're pseudo-intellectuals who think they know. Basically, these people know everything about nothing.
Beauty standard that is very important to note is that big boobs are a hallmark of what conservative men are attracted to.
All men are attracted to big boobs. I said boobs. All men loves big boobs, not conservative men. Even your liberal feminist men love him some mommy milkers.
The end of the early 2000s and through the 2010s, we were becoming a more progressive society, and so we also naturally progressed to be a more ass-centric society.
In the 2000s, we were becoming more progressive, so we started objectifying women's butts. What? The communist utopia will be ass-centric, apparently. I didn't know the ass versus tits thing was political. How does she know conservatives are all boob men? Conservatives in the audience, are you a boobs or butt guy? What political—
Both. Both. Now, I did used to love big breasts, a bit of spider lore. I had an ex-girlfriend who had very huge breasts. She damn near killed me with them things, playing too fucking much. So, basically, I almost went out the best way a man could go out, getting choked out by breasts. So, I like them at least a C cup. You know what I'm saying? As long as I can grip them, I'm fine.
affiliation are the feet men? Libertarians. Listen, they can try to disguise it with their little intersectionality buzzwords all they want, but at the end of the day, women just want a socially acceptable reason to hate other women. That's it.
Good genes passed on to offspring? That
Women hate women more than men hate women.
American Eagle ad with Sydney Sweeney is literally overt eugenics. I know you don't want to hear this, but if you want to talk about how that ad is promoting eugenics, which it absolutely is, we also have to talk about
What is the name of that damn song? Because it's in like all these dang TikTok videos or videos like this.
how choosing not to wear a mask when you can during an ongoing pandemic because you're okay with a certain subset of people, primarily disabled people of color, dying for your own comfort is also eugenics.
1 second. "2025. We are talking about wearing masks for COVID in 2025. I like how she's woke scolding the other woke scolds for not woke scolding.
I literally felt I'm down the last 2 brain cells I had. I'm down to 1.5. I literally felt it just leave my body. Oh my god. Ugh.
About her particular pet issue. COVID broke the brains of so many of these people, man. It's because it's when the world was just a giant, safe HR longhouse where it was socially acceptable for them to be moral busybodies and never leave their home. It was like the closest to their lib shit utopia that we have ever gotten, and they miss it.
I remember growing up in a predominantly white community,
But I'm not gonna lie, I miss it too. Traffic was hella better being an essential worker. Oh my god, to be able to get to work on time and not have to worry about some dumbass going 20 under the speed limit.
pushing myself out of this body, out of this culture, take my name, if it meant that I could wake up blonde-haired and blue-eyed, never having to explain who I am or worry about being accepted. That is why this American Eagle ad with Sydney Sweeney is especially off-putting.
Listen, I'm sorry that happened to you, but we live in a predominantly white country. If you go to another country, there will be a different beauty standard. If you go to the country of your ancestors, there will be a different beauty standard, and maybe it will look more like you. But again, she didn't say her genes were better or the best, and it's not like all the hot popular celebrities look like Sydney Sweeney. Look at Ana de Armas, look at Zendaya. They don't look anything like Sydney Sweeney, and they are known as very beautiful around Hollywood. This is why corporations—
Even though, yes, I am getting tired of Zendaya's face being everywhere. Zendaya's hot.
The media think in order to pander to the female gaze, everything has to be like average and frumpy and ugly, because women can't stop fucking projecting their insecurities. Not every character in a movie or a video game has to look like you. Not everyone in an ad has to look like you. Hell—
Thank you! Thank you. Bring back attractive people. I love seeing a hot, sexy woman. I love seeing a hot, sexy man.
Pause.
Why? Because it makes me want to go to the gym and look like that hot, sexy man.
The only time I see people who look like me is when I turn on the live-action Grinch movie. You notice men never say this shit, by the way? They usually go like, wow, that man is strong. I don't look like that. I'm gonna go to the gym. And women are
Exactly.
like, wow, that woman is thin. I don't look like that. I'm gonna go complain.
What makes Sydney Sweeney's jeans better? Like, why did you get that joke? All us woke people are saying is that it's just a little—
She didn't say better, she said great. Y'all are taking the words and turning them into something different. She just says, I have great genes. I have great genes. You have great genes. There's a lot of people that have good, great genes. Nobody has better genes. No, no, no. I take that a lot back. Do some people, different races have better genes? Yes, I would say for black folks we have more melanin in our skin, so we're more resistant to getting sunburn. Yes, black people get sunburn. It just takes us longer. That's, I would say, a better gene. Um, Most Caucasian people have like are tall. Like I see a whole lot of tall Caucasian. I keep saying Caucasian folks. People people all over the world has better genes. Um, I can't explain everybody's, but everybody at some point, me, I'm not allergic to anything really. I know people that's allergic to damn near everything or have different allergies to this, different allergies to that. I didn't start getting allergies, seasonal allergies, until I turned 26. So from birth to 25, your boy was going long and strong. Now, when I was younger, my immune system was weak, so I was able to get sick a lot faster than other folks. But now, I barely get sick. I don't know how to explain it.
A little bit weird to directly reference European genes as better.
Again, she never said that her genes were better. You are making shit up.
Now, when you think of the all-American girl, like the standard of like American beauty, you probably think blonde hair, blue eye.
Which is crazy because I could see her being in a couple of photo shoots.
Is white girl, right? You're not supposed to think that way.
You're not supposed to think that way, guys. That's double plus ungood.
That's ingrained in you because of negative things that have been pushed on you by society.
When you think about the all-American woman, you should be thinking about an obese, transgender, disabled woman or something. What would be an acceptable vision of the American woman for this person? It's
Go to any Walmart or McDonald's.
insane she's saying that we think Sydney Sweeney is hot because of negative things that have been pushed on us by society. No, bitch, we have eyes. And just because she is attractive does not mean you are also not attractive. Look at your full lips. That is a standard of beauty I'll never live up to, but that's okay, because I have other things that are beautiful and unique about me, just like you have other things that are beautiful and unique about you, regardless if Sydney Sweeney is held up as the American beauty standard. These are lessons your mother should have taught you, not a YouTuber. Sydney Sweeney's ad shows a cultural shift towards whiteness. Advertisements are always mirrors of society.
To back up, to piggyback what she's saying is like we are living in a environment where it's people feelings are being like packed up in this little box of protection. It's like, oh, we can't hurt your feelings. Back when I was growing up, oh, let you have something wrong with you. You was getting roasted. When I was a kid, before my big forehead became a big forehead, I had huge ears. You know how many times I got called Dumbo? And when my big ass forehead finally came through, they didn't go to my forehead yet. That was in high school. I had a long neck because I was super skinny. I had a kid tell me one time, my neck is so long, I can see a fight from 3 miles away. When I was a kid, I damn near cried. Now, that shit was fucking funny. And now, I got this big ass forehead. And the main reason why I kind of say that is because I could take a joke. I could take a roast. Hell, I got roasted on so much that now I can roast. And I can look at somebody that's hot and break them down. It builds character. Instead of going and protecting people's feelings, some people need to know about themselves. And they'll do the thing. Okay, I don't like this about myself. Let me go change it. Again, going to the gym, going on a diet, losing weight, learning proper skincare, learning facial, like beards or hair. There's different ways to accommodate or hide what you value less of yourself. When I had my dreads, even though I showed my big forehead, a lot of times I had my dreads cover up my forehead. There's multiple ways to hide or obfuscate and show off your best features and hide the things that you don't like about yourself. And then there's ways of getting rid of the things you don't like. Mainly diet and exercise. That's easy. It's easy yet hard at the same time.
society, and sometimes what they reflect is ugly and startling. Boo! A white woman. Oh, the fucking author is white. I hate these people, man. Shut up. Shut up. It's one thing when it's like a non-white person talking about how white people suck. It's like, okay, you're just racist. But when it's a white person talking about white people suck, you need to be ground up into a pulp and fed to livestock. You would honestly be more useful that way. Ants are always mirrors of society, and sometimes what they reflect is ugly and
No, because then the livestock that eats them will be self-hating.
startling. Popular
I don't want a self-hating burger.
American culture is, indisputably, becoming more puritanical and more conservative. Puritanical? The focus of the ad was her tits and ass! This is not at all a conservative, puritanical ad. Have you seen what the puritanical right thinks of Sydney Sweeney? They think she's a whore, okay? They think she's a whore. The backlash has been swift and fierce, and some of it, at least if you ask me, is fair. The internet has been quick to condemn the advertisement as non-inclusive at best. Non-inclusive? Why the f does everything have to be inclusive? It's a commercial with one fucking person in it. Sweeney.
And these people being inclusive is also being exclusive, because if it was inclusive, why are we complaining about the ad? It's just a one white woman where y'all could do what other people's done and bring up Beyonce. Y'all people don't do parodies no more to where, okay, we seen the jeans, we seen Sydney Sweeney. Now how about I go buy some American Eagle jeans or just some get your best looking jeans in your closet and do the same thing. That's one way of being inclusive. And hell, if you're a big girl or somebody who's plus size and you look good in your clothes, do it. That's one way of turning something small and making it something bigger or adding to it. Like, I don't know.
She exudes a source of vintage sexiness that caters to the male gaze. She embodies the near mythological girl next door.
Oh, so she appeals to males, therefore wrong. So it's a problem if dudes are attracted to it, but what if it appeals to women? If women are attracted to it, is it also wrong?
Beautiful but low-maintenance sexy femininity that dominated the media in the 1990s and early 2000s. Oh wow, that sounds great. You're telling me that's fascism? Waiter, more fascism please. What the f***? It's just so funny, like, the left is currently losing their mind about how, like, they need to get young men to vote for Democrats again, and here they are like, blondes with big b***s are fascism. Listen, the alt-right pipeline does not start with the American Eagle ad. It starts with you. What are you doing? This is not at all a conservative far-right ad. It's just a normal ad that would have ran like 15 years ago. But I guess that's what being far-right is nowadays. Being normal from 15 years ago. I love...
Sorry if y'all hear that, but... yes, I've always been center, and hell, even center left. But because the left ran so far left, I am considered far right. And I have... I'm like, how? Just sit down. The thing about it is people just need to sit down and have a conversation with somebody and not be scared of having their views challenged. I say a lot of stuff, and I even ask for chat when I'm streaming. If I have an opinion, challenge me on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm down to be challenged. You never know. You might change my mind on some stuff. And that's what the thing is. People don't want their world view or their little bubble to be challenged nor popped, because that will force them to have to, one, critical think or think critically, and then two, they might have them accept some things that they never wanted to accept.
This random part of the article, though, young women are being radicalized through so-called clean skincare and healthy eating. So fascism is hot people eating healthy and having clean skin.
Yeah, same as going to the gym.
Goebbels himself could not make better propaganda. Literally, as I am editing this video, the New York Times comes out with his opinion piece, Why the Right is Obsessed with Thinness. I would really, really appreciate if people stopped equating.
Because it's healthy. You live a longer life. You're not dying. You're not at somebody's hospital hooked up on a cocktail of different pills and this pill for that, this pill for this pill for that, this pill for that. What's wrong with wanting people to live healthier lives, not on a cocktail of all these medications, and becoming basically you're becoming you are paying a subscription to the hospital. with all the monthly visits and paying for your meds.
Health and beauty to fascism, because if health and beauty are fascism, what is unhealthiness and ugliness? Unfortunately, a big part of socially progressive ideology is dismantling
It's utopia.
hierarchy
or Wally, whichever one comes first,
and norms, and challenging what society sees as conventional, traditional, and beautiful. A really good example of this was those statues that were put up like all over different cities.
I hated this statue, and I still hate it to this day. It's the thing. They think it's a dunk, but really it's one of them backhanded compliments to me. They trying to say this is all powerful and all this stuff. To me, I see the worst of black women. First, she's not in shape, and then the fucking attitude. And then they try to say she was looking at, because opposed in front of her are two white statues. So it's like she's in a sense challenging them. And it's like, this doesn't show the best of a black woman. It shows the worst of a black woman. Out of shape, attitude, and what the fuck.
Of like a frumpy woman in leggings. And the artist says like the purpose of these was to like challenge conventional beauty standards. And it's like, imagine looking like one of these women and then hearing like, oh yeah, this was put up to challenge beauty. Like, what?
Unfortunately, Shoe, it worked. It worked for a lot of these. Shoe, you're putting too much logic into this.
What do you mean by that? Remember the whole body positivity movement like 10 years ago? Remember like all the fat influencers? Remember when every single ad was like this ad, for example? Calvin Klein's latest underwear campaign is...
And then, what do you know? What do you know?
breaking big boundaries. Big boundaries? Whoa, 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 whoa. What do you mean by that? While fashion is starting to seriously consider creating more inclusive environment for consumers, there is still a huge mountain to climb before it is truly considered diverse. Huge mountain? No, that's just mean. And that's why Calvin Klein, probably the most famous name associated with underwear, just launched a
Again, backhanded compliments.
breaking campaign. Groundbreaking? Oh, come on now. The campaign is all about feeling free to express yourself, being uninhibited, and being provocative by challenging the norms we see on a regular basis. See? Challenging norms. It's all about challenging norms. This reminds me of that protein world controversy from 2015. Old heads will remember. I wrote an article about it for the Libertarian Republic. Wow, that was a long time ago. But anyway, a billboard with this ad for a protein powder supplement was put up and people lost their fucking minds.
And again, for what reason? Oh.
They vandalized it, they threatened to get a bunch of the employees fired, they threatened to go where the company was located with hammers, all because they committed the great crime of body shaming by daring to have a thin, attractive woman on their ad. This ad...
And then that's what was 2015. That's when everybody said getting beach or summer ready or summer body ready. Every year it's a meme, or it's always for every year, new me. Where let's say at the end of 2025 we're gonna go into 2026. The gym is usually packed for the first 2 months because everybody is in that I want to look better phase, and then by March everybody's back to off their diets, eating crazy. That's the thing. Oh, I need to bring sexy back for the summer. That's the meme. But then again, that's when people actually loved were attracted to each other. Men didn't hate women, and women didn't hate men. So I can see it.
Companies come out with their own like little virtue signaling things, like passive aggressive, like everybody is ready. Like every fashion magazine, every beauty magazine was pumping this out the top.
And wait a minute, like how do you do that? Yeah, she looks good. And that's the thing I was trying to say earlier. It's like with the whole jean things, you could have had women like her and other women that of different bodies, shapes and sizes, put on the jeans and if they look good. Well, that's if they look good, because there's some women that If I speak, I'm in trouble. That will do the same thing, and they have. I don't know if it's in the video. We still got what got like what we still got a little bit left to go. So this woman might be in it. If not, I don't know how Shoe missed her, but yeah. But what I was saying earlier, you can have different women of different sizes put on the jeans to look good. I actually like this, even though yeah, it is a jab at the other things. This woman looks good.
Is ready. Like every fashion magazine, every beauty magazine was pumping this out the time. Just fat, 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 fat. The rise of like Tess Holiday and the hashtag F.
That's what I was saying. You have people that, if I speak, I'm in trouble. Let's just say that's not the best looking that will throw on the swimsuit, and yeah, you have this.
Your beauty standards. Oh my god. You could not escape this. Also, suspiciously, body positivity only seemed to mean obese women.
Yep. All the women versus all the men.
But yes, everywhere you looked, it was like fat, 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 and everyone was like, yes, queen! Well, now we live in Ozempic world, and the fat acceptance movement seems to have died. Like many of the fat influencers, unfortunately. And these same types of people are like crashing out about the Sydney Sweeney ad because they really do feel like all the work they have done to like socially engineer people's behavior and preferences has been just like destroyed overnight. Who would win? Decades of propaganda? One big booby girl.
I choose the big booby girl.
Wrote in the old article, I can't say I'm too surprised at the backlash towards this model's body. We are living in a world where instead of striving to better ourselves and live a healthy lifestyle, praising obesity and unattractiveness is becoming the norm. Well, Shoe0nHead from 10 years ago, you will be happy to hear that it seems like it's no longer the norm. Because apparently not just American Eagle, but like Dunkin' Donuts and Arby's are using hot people in their ads again. Is the culture truly healing, or are we about to go into a deep financial recession?
I'm hoping for the former, but it's leaning towards the latter. But yes, use commercial. God.
Questions we should be asking. Angry Reddit freaks also dox
Should be asking, but I don't want the answers to them.
Sydney looking through her voting records.
So they did dox her. Oh my God.
And found out she's a registered Republican. One of the most common things I saw about this were how, like, all the women getting mad about Sydney Sweeney were ugly, and I don't think that's true. There were some, like, pretty people in there. But it got onto this topic that I see all the time, and that is, why are liberal women so ugly? Leftists are ugly, conservatives are hot, which is not true, by the way. I was at January 6th, okay? But for the most part, stereotypes exist for a reason, right? Conservatives are, well, conservative with the way that they present themselves. They tend to follow norms and beauty standards, which is why, for example, the media called Hassan a, quote, progressive in a MAGA body.
I've never seen a more oxymoron than this. With that little ass tiny head. And even them says, even New York Times says, being, oh yeah, when she asked, was it being fascist to be on a diet and shit like that? Yes, it's right wing to have a nice body.
And how so many women on dating apps nowadays are looking for a man who votes Democrat but looks like a Republican. Everyone is aware of the stereotypes. And with leftists, you know the stereotype, like the overweight, blue hair, nose ring. They're not all ugly, of course, but many purposely make themselves look ugly. Because being ugly is saying f you to the man. Marcel Duchamp's art piece, Fountain, which was literally just a...
And it's the attitude too, because there's a lot of attractive women with terrible attitudes, and that's what makes them look ugly. So it's either the look and the attitude, or it's the attitude without the look, or it's the look and attitude, or whatever.
Urinal was a you to art institutions and classical ideas of beauty. Those ass ugly concrete block brutalist buildings are another example. Brutalism emerged after World War II as a post-war modernist style,
That building looks straight out of Half-Life.
in part created as a you to the classical architecture celebrated by, drumroll, the Nazis. Now think of those concrete buildings and the urinal and apply it to broader society. Basically, the blue hair and nose ring is a you to, well, Sydney Sweeney. Architecture celebrated by, drumroll, the Nazis. Now think of those concrete buildings and the urinal and apply it to broader society. Basically, the blue hair and nose ring is a
And those ugly ass glasses.
you to, well, Sydney Sweeney. Hitler existed, so now everything has to be fat and ugly. Sorry. I don't know why so many on the left want to give the concept of beauty and health to the right, but it is not a winning strategy. Listen, I just want everyone's basic needs met, alright? I don't want people going in debt if they get into a car accident, or be homeless, or get sent to foreign wars. I didn't sign up for this.
Or catch some type of illness and have to go to the hospital for anything. Those medical bills ain't cheap. When I had fractured my arm, you want to know what was the most expensive thing about the whole visit? You would think the splint and the x-ray was the most expensive thing. It was sitting in the fucking chair. It cost me $435 to sit in the fucking chair.
Stupid shit. It is funny though how like every time Sydney Sweeney is on camera, there's like a right-wing article like, woke is dead. Wokeness is no match for Sydney Sweeney's undeniable beauty. Are Sydney Sweeney's breasts double D harbingers of the death of woke? Was that girl right about conservatives being boob guys? She might have been right after all. Honestly, this doesn't really make sense because like the left are the ones trying to normalize porn and like OnlyFans culture and stuff like that. If anything, there is
Sex work is great work until it appeals to the what's the word they always use, the male appeals to the male or male attractive or whatever the fuck they say. It's all fun and all until men are attracted to it.
too much boobs everywhere. We need to calm down a bit. But when it comes to Sydney's like classical bombshell beauty, like I kind of get where they're coming from. Sydney Sweeney is a hot white woman who does not mind catering to the male gaze after we had a decade of hearing about how the male gaze is bad and toxic. A decade
Jesus Christ.
of hearing about how white people are bad and toxic. A decade of ugly anger.
Woo! Okay. Jesus fucking Christ. It's hot.
A decade of hearing about how white people are bad.
It's like you're hot, successful, you're living life on the edge.
Bad and toxic. A decade.
And then you hit crack. That's when the crack comes.
Of ugly, angry, fat androgyny seeping its way into everything and anything. When people say Sydney Sweeney is anti-woke, I don't even think they mean politically. I think they just mean like Sydney Sweeney is like looking into a time portal back to 1992. A time when porn addiction wasn't such a big issue. Every woman didn't show her hole online for $5. Hookup apps didn't exist. It's like a bunch of millennials and zoomers are longing for a time they never experienced. But yes, this is a cultural shift, but not necessarily a conservative one. Just a return to like normalcy, a return to normal Americana consumerism. In 2065,
Yes, I am longing for the time where we could just all come back to the sense of normalcy, because I hate this whole new normal shit where everybody has to walk on eggshells that's on top of eggshells. It's like, I want to go back to a time to where I fully understand why back in the days people said don't talk about religion, don't talk about politics, and now we got to say don't talk about sex as well, because you know you don't want to get nobody's damn pronouns wrong. But yeah, let's go back to the times where people don't discuss their religion, their politics, their sex. Let's just go back to saying the Cowboys suck, let's go Eagles, and your waifu is trash.
conservatives are gonna be like posting people twerking like return. These same TikTok freaks who are attacking Sydney Sweeney have been sounding the alarm about this cultural shift for some time now. And we see a bunch of celebrities embracing like looking normal and healthy again. Like Demi Lovato is a perfect example of this. She was an obese, short hair, walking stereo.
What the fuck happened to her? Oh my god. That's how big she got? Because as a kid and a teenager, I always saw Demi Lovato as hot. And that was she. God damn.
Stereotype, crying about a frozen yogurt place, daring to sell sugar-free frozen yogurt.
I walked in, was so triggered that I left without froyo.
To now being skinny and healthy and married, and even making a TikTok dancing happily in that same frozen yogurt place.
The singer returned.
That's the Demi Lovato that I remember.
Returning to the scene of the crime Wednesday.
God damn.
Poking fun at.
And the energy she gives off is just, it's amazing. You can tell that she's happy versus when the other picture.
Herself on her social.
That's part of the reason these people are freaking out and saying like fascist aesthetics, because they know the chokehold they have had on culture is losing its grip. Inshallah. Once Sam Smith goes back to being normal, that's when I know the culture is healing. Thankfully, American Eagle did not bend the knee and did not.
What the actual hellraiser fuck was that?
Returning to the scene of the crime Wednesday, poking fun at herself on her social.
That's part of the reason these people are freaking out and saying like fascist aesthetics, because they know the chokehold they have had on culture is losing its grip. Inshallah. Once Sam.
They need to put that in the Hellraiser game that's coming out. What the actual... Oh my god.
Sam Smith.
Yeah, let's just say if I see that running towards me, I'm shitting bricks.
Goes back to being normal, that's when I know the culture is healing.
And look how happy he looks.
Thankfully, American Eagle did not bend the knee and did not apologize to the horde. In fact, they doubled down. Sydney Sweeney has great genes, is and always was about the genes. Her genes, her story. Wait a minute. Her genes, her story. HH.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Now, I can sit here and say the obvious, like, these corporations just want to pander to you, they just want to sell you like, yeah, obviously. But have you considered, it's good when corporation pander to me, personally? I just realized so much of American political discourse is, like, around f***ing corporations and ads. The Gillette commercial, Bud Light, Protein World. There are so many examples, like, it's just crazy how so much of our politics revolves around consuming things. I will buy blue team product. I will buy red team product. Bleak. In conclusion, we are tired of ugly. There's hot people in ads again. The white woman is back, baby. Let's go. 500 trillion more to Israel. Nobody can afford a fucking house. World is run by pedophiles, but woke is dead, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. So if you like this video, please subscribe and maybe donate to me on Patreon. Link down below. All Patreon members get the uncensored version of every single video a day early. So you get to hear all the fucks and shits uncensored. If you can't or don't want to do that, there's also a little tip jar down below. You can leave a little tip and I will give it a little heart. It helps the channel out and I appreciate it so much. Also, big shout out to Holtzkern again for sponsoring this video. Check them out, link down below. And I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye!
I love her exit music. It's good. All right. Well, there it is. Leave a like. Go check the video out, you guys self. And I say you guys self. Go check the video out, you guys. And that is it. Please leave a like, share, and subscribe and comment. You know, the algorithm is now pushing. I said the algorithm. Yeah, you can tell I ain't done this in a long ass time. But please leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. The algorithm is now pushing engaged viewers, and you might not count if you made it this far. So please help me out and help push me in the algorithm. But I gotta get back to you. God. Whew. Peace.